Once we have our requirement, I usually analyze it and try to divide my application into separate features. So for our weather dashboard application, I came up with these features. You can come up with more features as well. Everyone analyzes the application in their own style, and there's no right or wrong answer to this. You can come up with more number of features than me, and nothing wrong in it. If we prefer to go with my analysis, this application is going to have 3 different features. One for search, where we will keep all of the functionality related to search. Weather, where we can write all the code related to showing detailed weather data. And forecast, where we will keep all the functionality related to weather forecast. You can also have one and only one feature, say weather dashboard, and you can keep all the functionality inside that feature. But separating concerns into features is what I like to do while making my applications. As we are going to make this application using AngularJS, I divide my application into AngularJS components. So you can see I have divided my search feature into something called MVCs. I mean model, view, controller, and services. I think you got an idea. Model, where I'm going to keep all my data. Views, where I'll keep my partials and directives. Controllers, where I'm going to handle my user interaction. And services to handle the responsibilities of my application, or I can say business logic. So what's the data in my search feature? We need a search string. I'm in the city name to search. That's the data. And when we will search, we're going to return the matching cities. With the list of city with their weather information is also data for this feature. Moving on to view, we need to provide user with search box, where he can enter the city name, right? So search box can be one of the view, and search result, I mean list of city, can be another view. We can have multiple controllers for a single feature, or we can have a single controller. I'm going with single controller here. Finally, services. We need to load the weather data for the entered city name, and I'm going to keep all of that functionality in a weather service. MVCs of our next feature is self-explanatory. Here the model will be current weather data, view will be weather details. Here also I'm going with single controller, and service will be my weather service. Forecast model will have forecast data. View will be forecast dashboard, that is a chart view, and forecast list. Single controller and weather service to handle the business logic. Now we know the 4 important components of all of the features of the application. Next, you can either create a simple folder structure, one for each component of AngularJS, and start writing code inside those folders. I mean, you can have a folder for controllers where you will keep all of the controllers we have planned previously, all the directives or views in one folder, and so on. But this doesn't work well for medium to complex application. This is okay to go with this approach for simple applications. I usually divide my application into modules so that I can easily distribute them within team, and each developer can focus on their own module. So I usually divide my application into 2 different categories of modules. Verticals are dedicated modules, I mean they're specific to this application, and horizontals are cross-cutting concerns which can be reused in other applications as well. So I have many modules in my verticals. One is a main application module, then our search, weather, and forecast module, which are the features of our application. Then a layout inside which I'm going to keep all my partials, I mean application pages and their configuration using routing. Component, where we will keep all of the directives for the application. We can have this module in horizontals. If you see, any of the directives we are going to create can be reused in other application. Core, for keeping the core functionality of the application, and data, where I'm going to write all of the server-side interaction code. Horizontals will have modules for exception handling, logging, third-party library modules like Angular UI or other third-party modules and Angular modules. I'm going to focus on how to create all of our verticals in this course. So let's get started with folder structure in next lecture.